Well. What do we have here? Our friend Elon Musk is up to mischief once again. You know, just causing a probably a 50 to 75 billion dollar loss for Bitcoin alone. Let alone the flow-on effect for other cryptocurrencies, because Bitcoin is such an influential part of the market. It'll cause the domino effect, and all the other cryptos are down. And it's obviously because of this, well, not obviously, you're probably just hearing it for the first time, because of this tweet that he's come out with, saying that Tesla will no longer accept Bitcoin for the purchase of its vehicles because all of a sudden Bitcoin's not green enough, that it takes too much electricity and coal to mine a Bitcoin, and that it's not ethical to receive Bitcoin for Tesla. As if he didn't know this before, as if he didn't just want to use it as a publicity stunt to, number one, buy Bitcoin in the mid $30,000 range and then sell it in the mid $50,000 range, and also pumping the stock of Tesla at the same time because, you know, he accepts Bitcoin now. But now all of a sudden he doesn't accept Bitcoin and he just puts it out on a tweet, and then people have lost hundreds of billions of dollars. You see, this is the kind of behavior that Gary Gensler is going to come in and stop. This is, you know, if this happened in the securities, in the share market, there'd be a federal investigation on this guy Elon Musk for doing things like this. You know, he's playing games with people's future and money. Okay, and you know, it's just not right. Okay, and so, you know, these Elon Musk fanboys and fangirls, I mean, the guy reckons he sent a Tesla into space, stock standard, right, and filmed this thing in space. You know, I don't know if you saw the footage. The car had no front disc brakes. You could see right through the front wheels. The tires didn't explode in the vacuum of space like they should have. It's like there's no, like, it's just a total publicity stunt. There's even footage of the Tesla in a studio being photographed, and that's been released. And like even Elon Musk went on TV, national TV, and said, "Oh, it must be real because it looks so fake," and these people still believe him. And so now that he's playing with this crypto market like it's a toy, like all the future of, you know, hundreds of thousands of investors are in his hands, people that have, you know, borrowed money, okay, to put into Bitcoin and so forth, and these Dogecoin, you know, shit coins, because Elon Musk pumped them up, borrowing money to put them into these coins, and now he just sends a tweet out and hundreds of billions of dollars get wiped off the market. So, you know, I don't know, do we arrest this guy? I mean, what do you do with a guy like this? I mean, it's just, if it was you or I, we'd be in prison the next day. You know, so don't believe what these people tell you. Okay, one good thing about it, and I said this on the last video, is that the green agenda will go after Bitcoin because it is ridiculously expensive to mine, and it takes a lot of coal to mine. And I am a fan of coal. I love burning coal. I think burning coal is actually what we should do because it is very clean to do. You can take out the vast majority, almost 100% of the particulate matter, which is what you see in Beijing and all the smog. That's just particulate matter. The CO2 itself is great for the plant life of the earth, and I believe the coal is there for us to burn, and we should dig it out of the ground and maybe when we're done make a big lake out of it or whatever. But you know, the world needs coal, and I've got nothing against mining coal to burn electricity, to make electricity, but I do have a problem when it's all for nothing and it's just there to solve a mathematical problem that is redundant now, because you've got other consensus algorithms like Hedera Hashgraph that perform better with regard to attaining an algorithmic consensus for just such a fraction of the cost that it is, you know, absurd to even mine Bitcoin anymore. And I said on my last video that not only will they not mine the last Bitcoin, but they will stop mining Bitcoin within a couple of years, I believe, if not earlier. Okay, this thing could snowball into one of the biggest green agenda beefs of all time. I mean, there's Bitcoin getting mined that does nothing. Like it literally just keeps track of who owns these tokens. It doesn't really do much else, and using more power than all these countries, and you know, it takes more power to run a house. It takes more power to perform a transaction than to run a household for a month. I mean, if the green agenda doesn't get onto this, you know, right away, I'd be very, very surprised. But this tweet that Elon's put out, you can just probably Google it now. It's all over the internet, saying that he's not going to send it. He's not going to accept any more Bitcoin for Tesla sales. And I questioned that in the first place. I knew it was a publicity stunt, because how can you accept a Bitcoin for a Tesla if a Tesla's 100 grand, right? And you accept, say, 2 Bitcoin at 50 grand. Well, what happens if the Bitcoin goes down to 40 grand the next day? Does that mean you've just sold your Teslas for 80 grand? Well, of course it does. And I reckon, I just don't know. I mean, maybe that was the reason he stopped selling Teslas for Bitcoin, because, you know, he woke up and thought, oh, hang on, what if the Bitcoin goes down the next day? You know, but I doubt that. I mean, that's probably just, yeah, me being funny, but it's literally, you know, because he did it was a publicity stunt to pump Bitcoin so he could buy Bitcoin and then sell it, and also pump his company up because he wanted to look all progressive and futuristic, accepting cryptocurrencies and all that. But look, to me, the guy's a clown. I actually don't even believe he's that smart. I believe he's a puppet, and I believe he's just been put in place to lie to people for some reason. And you know, if the world wasn't such a clown world, the guy'd be arrested by now for doing these things. But you know, that's the kind of world we live in. Anyway, it's all fun and games. That I think it's okay if Bitcoin crashes. I want it to crash. Okay, it probably will affect the price of Hedera Hashgraph, but I just want it all to crash down to a you know, a market that's got a lot less nonsense and fraud in it, and all these pump and dump coins go away, and then the actual projects with proper utility can come to the fore, and then we can really start to put these into applications that will truly help the world. Anyway, just wanted to bring you that info, bit of news there in the crypto world, and until next time, peace.